Hello, welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Just a short vid today. I'm experimenting with the heated seats on this Tiger 900 GT Pro. So these seats come standard with the GT Pro, and because we're now well into winter, I am testing out what it's like with a heated seat. Now, I've heard stories of people saying that these seats aren't much good, they're not very warm. I've also read that some people say that they're extremely hot. Now, I have had the heated bars on and they're very good. I have summer gloves on, pretty much riding summer gloves all year round really. In Perth, Western Australia, it doesn't get that cold in the daytimes, for winter that is. Currently 19.5 degrees, so nice and warmish for Australia that is. For winter. So I just thought I would see how we go with these heated seats. Now I'm saying seats as a plural, I'm only trying on with the rider seat. It does have heated seats for the pillion as well, not a heated seat for the pillion. There's a light that's come on the bike when I started up, and I've realised it hasn't gone off, and it's a sign with a spanner on it, so it's giving me a warning that it might need some attention. The bike has been stood for approximately 4 weeks. I've not ridden it for 4 weeks. I had the battery on a trickle charge. So the bike fired up, no worries first time. But I've noticed that we have this spanner on the display. Just wonder if you can see it there. The heated seat is on, but the spanner is on. I've heard, the thing is that the heated seat can take up to half an hour to actually have any benefit. Now I don't know actually whether, because you'll see it's a nice sunny day, I don't know whether it's actually the sunlight, the sun warming this seat up behind me, or if the actual seat's working. So I'm just going on a random ride around. This area is Scarborough, so it's touristy and also for locals. So on the left, bars, restaurants. And to the right there's a skate park, as in roller skates and skateboarding. More restaurants. It does actually go all the way to the right and through that roundabout. I'm turning left here because I'm going to go up the coast, because I do like to have a ride up the coast. So yeah, it might not be the best of days actually to try this out. We've gone to 20 degrees on the bike for the temperature, for the ambient temperature, and yeah, it's quite sunny. Now, sat at the traffic lights just there, I was feeling quite warm in the seat area, if you know what I mean. And I have the setting still on the hottest level. However, I shall persevere for a little bit. Let's just enjoy a little bit of the ride up the coast and back, and at least you'd have seen some nice weather depending on where in the world you're watching this. could have just turned left, just there, back there. It would have been a slightly more scenic, but this is still quite pretty. However, very much highway dominant. So we're coming into an area now called Trigg, and you'll see the ocean ahead. That ocean is the Indian Ocean, and we'll head down to a roundabout coming up, and then we will be heading up the coast. Turn right here at the roundabout. So I think the heated seat is actually working. I do definitely feel warmer under the buttock area. Now I have tried the heated seats in the past, just had a quick go. It was on for 15 to 20 minutes. That's when I was riding out with Catherine on the pillion video. If you haven't seen that, take a look at it if you will. And that's when I didn't think they were working that well. And we'd had them on for 15-20 minutes ride to get from a place up the road called Hillary's, from there towards home. So they didn't seem to work that well. Now surely there shouldn't be an issue if both are on, that you get a low power or a low level of comfort, heat. Surely they should both work in tandem and well, because they were both on hot. So anyhow, at the moment it does feel quite warm. Not hot, just warm. The thing is, I for the first time have come out with wearing just regular jeans, because the other time I tested the seats, I was wearing my full Kevlar jeans. Now they are thicker, and I think they are or have more of a protective around the bottom area, along with other parts of the legs. So maybe they don't cope right well with Kevlar jeans. However, I predominantly wear Kevlar jeans because they're better for you. If you come off your bike, then they're going to help not having your legs in a bad way. But today I just thought, give them a try with regular jeans on, and I can definitely feel that there is some sort of heat coming through. So my plan is, and I'll stick to it, but that spanner sign's still on the bike, which is a bit disconcerting. It's only been stood a few weeks. It's not been, you know, ridden in a bad manner. Anyhow, we'll see how we go. But yeah, I plan to go up to this place called Hillary's at the roundabout and head back home. And to give you an idea, I think it was about 11 o'clock in the morning that I set off, and the clock is completely wrong. It's saying 14 minutes past 10 in the evening. However, the reason why it's totally wrong is that I did disconnect the battery. I put on one of those when you're doing a long cycle charge, a trickle charge of your bike on the battery. That's what I did for that duration of 4 weeks. I didn't have this plug on at the time. I just connected it straight to the batteries. However, on my return, I just thought I would benefit in the future of having just being able just to plug the charger into the bike. So I did place one of those chargers on there, the plugs. I did a test and it worked well. However, as I'm saying, slightly digressing, but the time is completely wrong, so I have no idea what time it is. I'm not allowed to touch the mobile phone whilst driving, and I certainly don't want, I think it is about $1,000 fine now here in Western Australia. That's a big expense. I can do without that. How do? So the heated seat, so yeah, I think I've been going about 15 to 20 minutes. And the heated seat is still on the hottest level. How do? So by the time I get back home, I'd have easily been gone about 40 minutes. If that seat is not roasting on full by that time, then I would suggest there is something not quite right with the heated seat, and I will be reporting that back to the Triumph dealership as well, along with potentially, why is that on? Now, there's nothing mechanically sounding bad. These things will probably flash up for a bulb being out. They're possibly quite hypersensitive. However, I don't want to particularly ride it for too long, but I can't hear anything sounding bad. Nothing's banging. The bike's running as it normally does, nice and smooth. But obviously I'll have to bring that to the attention of Triumph as well. I mean, I wonder, even just disconnecting the battery, whether you get a warning like that. I mean, why would you get a warning just for disconnecting your battery? It's definitely on, fastened on. Everything's good with that, so I don't think it's a warning that something's problematic with the battery. And it's been my intention as well to show you as much of this ride from my perspective, or as a passenger on the motorcycle, let's say. So a little bit different as well for this video, just to show you more of the scenery. I have had some constructive feedback, just letting me know that maybe people don't want to see me, as you're seeing now, talking too much or talking to camera too much. So I'll still waffle on as such, but from the comfort of your armchair, seeing Western Australia. So I'm just going to do a complete about turn here on this roundabout and head back the same way. So at that roundabout, that was Hillary's as well, just going into Hillary's. There's quite a substantial area there that has restaurants, bars, shops for the locals and tourists, and it's well worth having a look around there from time to time, if only for a coffee. So if this isn't selling WA in Perth, I don't know what is. Come on, please visit us. We need people here after the whole pandemic, and now Western Australia has opened up the border, and I suppose more so for interstate people. They're still obviously allowing international travellers in as well. But yeah, our borders are open. And if you're looking of places to go to holiday, you won't go wrong with Western Australia or Australia. Okay, back to the seat. Pretty much the same. It does feel actually warmer. I've been sort of shuffling around on the seat just to see if it is hotter in different places. Now, saying that, it does feel quite warm when I've shuffled backwards. However, that would have been where it was exposed to the sun. So if I stay where I am now, if things seem to get cooler, then again, it was probably the sun. And if you've watched one of my other videos about me talking about the handlebars, I haven't done anything to the handlebars as yet. So I haven't tried to get any risers or reposition the actual handlebars, but I ought to, because this hand here, which I've not been using the cruise control, it doesn't seem to sit very well at 50k an hour, the cruise control on this Triumph, on this Tiger. So I just feel that my right hand just feels like I'm sort of leaning on it a bit. Maybe it's my posture, I don't know, but I do have some issues sometimes over prolonged distances with my left hand as well, holding on, no doubt. So I think I think I could do with something improving on the handlebars, but that's for the future. It's been a little while now since I felt that seat feeling a lot warmer when I shuffled backwards on the seat, and yeah, it doesn't feel as hot. So I'm not holding out too much confidence in this heated seat. It's still on the hottest. I don't think that spanner will have anything to do with the heated seat, because as I mentioned earlier, I've tried the heated seat before and it wasn't very hot. So I think my conclusions are going to be that yeah, my conclusions are going to be that I need to take the bike to my local Yamaha dealer, service centre. The bike is still under warranty, and let them have a look at it, as long as they don't charge me for it. Because if they know the heated seats are not very good, they should be saying that's the way they are, without messing around and then going, there's nothing we can do with them because that's the way it is. By the way, we want some money, because that's what happened last time. I wasn't overly impressed with that. I gave feedback to Triumph, not heard anything back yet. And then at the same time have them look at that spanner on orange. I don't even know if it changes colour. Do they have like a red spanner? Who knows? I'm glad also that I've worn my summer jacket again. I always wear it through the summer months. When we get into the winter months, which we are now here, I tend to put my thicker, heavier winter jacket on. I'm quite warm, so I'd have been absolutely sweating cobs, as we say in Yorkshire. And when I get back home, I'll actually will just place my hand on the seat and just see if I can feel any significant heat. And I'll do it in the shade so the sunlight is not making any impact on it. So two things. One, I think because it is warmish, 19.5 degrees now, that you don't sort of feel the benefit of the heated seat when it's warm. And 2, I don't think thinner jeans is a solution either. You don't want to wear thin jeans just to get the benefit of the seat, but in conjunction with, if it's warm, maybe that heat doesn't radiate so much, I don't know. But when you've got the heated seat on its full, surely when it's hot it should be quite, I don't mean unbearable, I mean that would be pointless, but surely you should be able to feel that benefit or feel that heat coming through. So far the jury is out. I'm not sure whether it's beneficial or not really. I mean, I will keep trying it, and when I'm out on a ride earlier in the morning, then that's when hopefully I should see, or should I say feel the difference. Alright, well I'll close the video from here now. So thank you for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, by all means please do. You can then see our back catalogue of videos, and our future videos will be alerting you as long as you press that bell once you've subscribed to get all notifications. I will actually report back on the end of this video about how it felt, the seat, from the bare hand. Okay, so again, thanks for watching. I will see you, I will see you again in a future video. Thank you, bye for now.